currently because you've already moved on from this. I literally just steal, man, the idea
Moved
that you
on
gave
from
given a
what?
definition a while
You
ago.
were
If you're
asking
listening,
about what I said
you've
because you
actually heard
believe
this
I
part.
didn't
You've
say it.
actually heard this
If we
part.
have a
I've
recording
still,
about
man,
that
the
details
idea
exactly
that
what I
you've given a
said, then
definition
why
to
are
what
we
simply
talking right
said,
now? We
and I'm
can just
asking
listen
you,
to the
how is it
recording
the
back.
case? I'm asking you, how is it the case
You're just
that this
rambling, Apollo. You're
conversation
just
is
rambling,
making
Apollo.
any of our lives better?
You're just rambling about something that has
Stop
nothing to do
stumbling over your
with the
words in
conversation.
response to my question.
You're just rambling, Apollo. You're just rambling.
You're just stuttering over your words
We
because you know for a
just
fact
have a
you don't know how to
recording,
jack shit
Apollo,
to the
that tells what
conversation.
I just exactly
Explain to
said.
me, how is it the
My name's
case
Apollo,
that
and
this
I'm a
conversation
dark-skinned Jamaican,
will
and
be
I'm
productive
5'.
given the standards you've laid out?
I
Answer the
said it
question.
before, Apollo.
Answer the
I
question.
already said what I said before, Apollo. What's the
You have
problem?
not proven that this conversation makes any of our lives better, by the way.
I did. I explained.
What was the proof for that claim?
It's in the recording. Again, the proof is in the
Prove it is
recording.
in
I
the
already
recording.
said
Prove it is in the
it
recording.
details exactly what I
Prove it is
said
in the
and my
recording.
reasoning
Well,
behind
did he
why
have
the
a valid
conversation
argument for the
that we were
claim?
having right
Did
now
he have
was
a
productive.
hold on? Did you have a logically valid argument for the claim that this conversation makes your lives better?
That's how I know you're not listening. I just said that. I just said I gave detailed reasoning.
Yes or no? Yes or no? You saying you've given proof doesn't mean you've given valid proof. So was the proof logically valid?
I'm offering the recording as proof, you dumb fuck. I'm saying I've already said
Offer
this
the
before.
recording
Why are you
as
stepping away from
proof for the claim that you've given proof that it is logically valid to say this claim?
Yes, because you're arguing that I didn't even say it in the first
Do you
place, and I
understand that
did.
you offer the recording as proof is not you establishing that your proof is logically valid? You can present proof and it is on the recording. It doesn't have to be logically valid.
I said that my assertion was that I gave logical proof in the first place for this thing being valid. And if you're asking for the reasoning
You've never
behind
said
it, which is
logically
in the
valid proof
recording, by the
until
way,
you
then
just mentioned
obviously I'm going to offer up the recording as a piece of
that.
evidence
Okay, so
as
what was
to
the
me
inference
saying
rule
this. Number one,
within the
as
argument?
it being true
What
that I
inference
said
rule
this before
preserved the
while you were
logical
talking
validity of
over
the
me.
argument?
And number two, the reasoning
Wait,
behind it
Clorox.
being
What
valid is
inference
in the
rule
recording
preserved
as
the
well.
logical validity of the argument? Tell me.
I already did. You see what this man does? Like, I gave him
What
the
inference?
reasoning
You have
while
not
he was
mentioned an
talking over
inference
me.
rule. You have not mentioned an inference rule in the conversation, you dumb fuck. What are you
I
talking about?
mentioned the reasoning behind it being valid. That should be enough.
Mentioning a reasoning does not mean you've mentioned something which makes the argument valid. So what was the inference solution
What do
makes
you
the argument valid?
what? Did you just say reasoning? Was it a reasoning? Is that what you just
That's not what I just said, you fucking retard. What I said is that you mentioned a
just said
reason for a given
reasoning?
claim does not establish that the reason makes it logically valid. You're not
Indian
tracking
nigga
the
named
conversation.
Apollo.
Of course, reason is reason, and that's not the point.
You
I'm
would
saying you can
need
have
to
bad
give
reason.
reason
You can have
to
bad reason.
ascertain
Wait,
that
Clorox,
something is
do you not
logically
believe you
valid,
can have
Apollo.
bad
This is
reasoning?
101.
Wait, do you not believe you can have bad reasoning?
You can.
Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay, yes, there you go, retard. So you can have bad reasoning. So you saying, well, I've given reason for my claim doesn't prove that the evidence you've given is logically valid. The
I
reason
said
you've
I
given is
gave
logically valid.
reason that
That's
it is
my whole
logically valid.
point.
That's different
That's my
from
whole
bad
point, you
reasoning,
dipshit
Apollo. How do you
moron.
not know
You're
this?
not
This is
tracking the
101.
conversation. Wait, so hold on a second. Hold on a second. So I said to you specifically that you given or mentioning reason for whatever claim you've mentioned does not establish that the argument is logically valid. You were like, oh, did they just say reason is not reason? How did you draw that? How could you possibly draw that from what I just said?
To draw a valid conclusion to anything, Apollo, you do need reasoning.
That's not what I said, retard. I'm saying I made the claim that you mentioned in reasoning to support whatever proof you have for the claim. Does not mean the proof is logically valid. And you said, oh, are you saying reasoning is not reasoning? I'm asking you, how do you interpret my response or rejoinder to your argument or claim as me making the assertion that reasoning is not reasoning? That's what I'm asking you for. How can you possibly
I'm
interpret
setting
that
the
response?
timer for my watch before the next time you serve me here. I'm going to explain to you if you don't serve me. Deal? Deal. Okay.
Yeah, stop yapping and give the response.
I'm saying no. You're going to let me explain to you.
Stupid.
You're going to let me put this belt to your ass again, Apollo, for the third time. No, I said that. Chill. I said that reasoning is needed. It is necessary to draw any sort of conclusion, Apollo. I told you that bad reasoning exists. I agree with you, but if I'm telling you at the same time,
okay, that was my
that
point.
the different. No, wait, stop. I'm saying.
That's my point.
I'm telling you, if I'm telling you, Apollo, that the reasoning is different from just reasoning in general because it's reasoning as to why this is true, then it would necessarily be good reasoning and not bad reasoning like you're implying.
Every
which is
reason is
needed to
aimed
draw any
towards
sort of
demonstrating
valid
something being
conclusion,
sure.
Apollo,
What are you
that's
talking about?
needed.
How to
So
be
you
different
saying
from other
that
types
this
of
is
reasoning
not
because it
logical
is aiming
proof,
to
how
establish the
logical proof is
veracity of the
not
conclusion?
reasoning, you
What are you
are
even
saying
saying
by
right now?
proxy, therefore you're saying reasoning is not reasoning, which is crazy.
That's what I'm saying, you dumb fuck. You said specifically that you mentioned reasoning for the proof you've given as to why your claim is
I
correct.
said
I'm
the
saying that
recording
reasoning
not
does
only
not
has
have
the
to be good
claim I
reason, to be
made,
logically
which you
valid reasoning.
claimed I
The
didn't claim
point
in the
you're on
first place,
currently, no,
but
shut
also
up,
the
bastard.
reasoning
Shut the
behind it
fuck up,
being
retard.
valid.
Stop talking. Okay? The point I'm making, retard, is that you saying that you've mentioned reasoning for the proof you've given for the claim that you believe to be correct is not you proving or establishing that it is the case that the proof you've given is logically valid, because you can actually have a reason which is aiming towards establishing the correctness of a given position, and it is still the case that that reason does not successfully do so insofar as the reasoning is bad reasoning. And you agree you can have bad reasoning, and so if you agree with this postulation, then clearly it is the case it does not follow from you saying that you mentioned reason for the proof you've given for the claim being correct, that the proof was logically valid because you agree that you can have cases, whereas you mentioned reasoning for any given proof for a claim being correct, and the proof is invalid because you literally just said a while ago you can have bad reasoning. That's the whole point. So nothing you've said, none of that fecal matter you've spouted over the past 3 minutes have established the conclusion that it is the case that your proof was logically valid. Okay? That's all I'm mentioning here. That's all I'm saying here, Clorox. It's not hard to track. Please step your game out.
You're not ignoring this, Apollo. Here, let me get you up a tier. Let me amp you real quick. Okay, you're going to accept that I said that there was a difference, even though I did claim it was bad reasoning. I didn't say reasoning, period, in general. Like I said before, it's on recording. That this was the case just because I gave reasoning. I said this was the case because I gave reasoning as to why it is the case, eliminating the possibility of it being bad reasoning, which automatically makes it different from bad reasoning or reasoning in general. Why are you ignoring this, Apollo? I'm saying that it is in the recording because, number one, you didn't even think I made the claim in the first place or had any sort of reason as to why. So obviously I'm going to offer up the recording as evidence as to me saying this and give reasoning behind this being the case. Me giving reasoning behind this being the case is going to be analytically different from just reasoning, period, and bad reasoning. I agree that bad reasoning can exist, but reasons need period to draw any sort of valid conclusion. That's why when you made that retarded ass claim, I said, Apollo, are you saying reasoning is not reasoning? I need to know because you know how that sounds.
Okay,
It is of
Clorox,
no importance.
are you done?
What, bro? What is
Okay,
it?
Clorox, you fucking retard. All types of reasoning is in favor of showing why something is the case. Okay, so you say, well, I'm not just giving reasoning, I'm giving reason as to why this is the case. You fucking dumb retard. Reason by definition is just going to be a set of propositions or a single proposition with an inference structure, right, or inference relation, which goes in favor of a conclusion or which is attempting to establish a conclusion. Okay, so all types of reasoning is it's something which attempts to show why something is the case. And again, even if I was to go under your new, I guess, tweaked version of the articulation of what you're saying, which doesn't even establish that it is good reasoning, you can give reason for why something is the case, and that reason for why something is the case is bad reasoning, right? So if I say, if my reason for why it is the case that God exists is me saying that my tummy exists, and because my tummy exists, then God exists, right? That's me giving reasoning for why it is the case that God exists. Now, is the reason good or valid? No, it is not good reason. It's not a good argument. It's not something which actually establishes the conclusion being correct. And so, giving a reason for why something is the case, you dipshit retard, is not sufficient for establishing or qualifying said reasoning to be valid, or the argumentation to be valid and powerful enough in an epistemic sense to establish the conclusion. That has been what I've been saying the entirety of this point. Now, do you disagree with the claim that you can give a reason for why something is the case and said reasoning is logically invalid? Yes or no?
Absolutely, that's the most sped I've ever heard. If you have bad reasoning, then that means you fail at establishing something to be the case, or fail to explain this something to be
We're
the
not
case.
talking about what it
That
failed
has
to
been
do it.
no,
We're
no, no.
talking about
That's
the fact
what
that we're
bad
trying to
reasoning
do
is
it.
about. Wait, no, chill, chill, chill,
You fucking retard.
Apollo, wait before
Yeah,
you cut
continue
me off.
yapping. Go ahead, man. Go
Apollo,
ahead.
that is
You'll be
the most
speaking my
sped
bad.
thing ever. Because if you fail at reasoning or have bad reasoning, that means you failed to explain why something is the case. If I'm saying that I explained why something is the case, then it's automatically discerned from bad reasoning, which is failure to do so. That is the most sped thing I've ever heard. To say, oh, well, you can explain why something is the case, and it just not establish the conclusion. No, if you did that, dumbass, then it's not going to explain why something is the case. You can attempt. That's the purpose of reasoning, yes, but bad reasoning is failure to do so. If I'm saying
Clorox,
I successfully did it, and I successfully did it in recording, then guess
Clorox,
what,
give a definition of reasoning.
Wait, guess what that
Clorox,
means,
give a
Apollo.
definition of
Guess what that means. That means that it's automatically discerned from bad reasoning, and reasoning is general, like I claimed in the first place.
Clorox, give a definition of reasoning. The word reasoning, give a definition.
I already did. Did you not listen? We're not going to do this.
I want you to repeat
Here,
the
I'm going to
definition.
say no. It's okay, bro. No,
we don't
okay,
need to switch out because when
I'm just going to stream the recording, bro. No.
Oh, I didn't mention.
We got it, bro. This is going on over and over
I mean, if you're
and over
so
again.
confident
You're not going to talk over me, Apollo.
I don't know why you're so scared.
I have a documentation of everything I just said. So we're going to save it.
We're going to save the recording.